fear of an expanding war in the Middle East continues to grow right now. Yesterday, Iran fired a barrage of missiles at the Jewish state. The attack comes after Israel's deadly strikes on Hezbollah in Lebanon. This was Tehran's second attack on Israel this year. An Israeli military spokesman said the country's air defenses intercepted many of the incoming missiles with help from the U.S. military and also naval destroyers in the region. Israel's ambassador told the UN his country will decide when and how to respond.
It will be noticed. It will be painful.
Iran says it launched the attack in retaliation for Israel's ground offensive in Lebanon. The Lebanese government says around 1 million of its citizens have been displaced by that conflict in just the past week. That is nearly a fifth of the entire country's population. This is such a fluid and really ever-developing story, so we wanted to bring in an expert to really dig into all that this means on so many levels, at least with what we know right now. Joining us now is Thomas Mockaitis, a history professor at DePaul University. Good morning, and thank you for being with us.
Good morning.
I do also want to note that I read that you also have written numerous books and articles on military history and violent extremism, so you're familiar on the topics. I do want to start with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has vowed retaliation for Iran's missile attack against Israel, saying Tehran would pay for it. What does this missile attack mean for the threat of a wider war?
Well, it's a serious escalation. There's no doubt about that. If you recall back in April when Iran launched a similar number of missiles that were shot down, they were, first of all, not their most advanced ones, and they seemed to be sending a message. President Biden was able to convince Netanyahu to, as Biden said, take the win, and we'd shot down, and we and the Israelis had shot down virtually all of the missiles and keep the response limited, which he did. In this case, however, it's not at all clear Israel will do that. In fact, they threatened to make Iran pay a price. And although most of the missiles were shot down, we're now getting images of some pretty significant damage to buildings, certainly to a military base, but there's no indication that it's been put out of commission or seriously compromised. But this is a more serious attack and is likely to lead to a more significant retaliation, which is worrisome.
That's what I was going to ask you about, the severity of the attack and any civilians injured that we know of, or any of the shelters hit or anything like that.
Not that we're aware of. The only known death is a Palestinian man killed by shrapnel falling from presumably a missile being shot down. There's some injuries in Jordan from the same thing. But there's no reports of Israelis being killed or wounded by the direct impact of enemy's missiles, but it's not clear how much they would say. But so far there doesn't appear to be any casualties.
And we know the U.S. helped Israel defend against Iran's attack. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that U.S. forces intercepted multiple missiles launched by Iran toward Israel. So what other things could we see the U.S. do moving forward in this?
Well, we provided them some, a lot of the munitions, including anti-aircraft capability, some of the 2,000-pound, anti-missile capability, the 2,000-pound bombs that were probably dropped, the bunker-busting bombs on places in Beirut and in Lebanon to destroy Hezbollah strong points. We will continue to offer assistance with air defense, but we're not going to be involved by way of ground operations or close air support for the operation in Lebanon or anything like that.
And what should we be looking out for now as far as retaliation or responses? What could come next?
Well, the ground operation is moving along and is now escalating. There's reports of actual fighting between combat units on both sides in Lebanon itself. Israel will strike at Iran, and the question is, what will Iran do in retaliation? And of course, one of the other major players in the region are the Houthis in Yemen, who have a significant number of missiles and other weapons provided them by Iran and Iranian advisors to help them use them. So that itself is a concern. There's the concern about shippings in the region, and there's always the fear of international terrorism being used as a weapon, particularly against the West, to retaliate. And also in Israel, there were 7 people killed in a train attack at just about the same time people were taking shelter. So it's a tense situation. don't in the short term see much light at the end of what looks like a very long and dark tunnel.
That's so grim, especially thinking about this wider war, just the threat of that. Professor Mockaitis, I do want to note the AP just reporting that the first Israeli combat death in Lebanon has happened. This is so developing. Any reaction to that?
It's going to happen. I mean, Hezbollah is not Hamas. They've got far greater military capability, may have better weapons. We know they have Russian-manufactured anti-tank weapons, and they have combat experience from operating in Syria during the Syrian civil war. So I expect the death toll on both sides to rise. And the sad thing is, this is like the third Israeli incursion since 1982. All this is the latest cycle in a spiral of violence. And unless there's a lasting peace, it's simply going to continue. And in a couple of years, we'll be right back here having a similar conversation.
Professor Thomas Mockaitis of DePaul University, we appreciate your insight and also your time this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Happy to do it.